Welcome back. Less than 3% of the population has ever taken a cruise, and even prior to COVID, there was a misconception that you could catch a virus or possibly get stuck at sea. These misconceptions were exacerbated by COVID. And joining me, co-CEO of World Travel Holdings, Brad Tolkin, and we're going to talk about why taking a cruise is one of the best and safest ways to travel. And he's also going to address some of those misconceptions. Hi, thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you.
So tell me, what is the biggest misconception about cruising?
I would say the biggest misconception is that ships are crowded, and this is just not true. The space to passenger ratio has grown dramatically over the years. Buffet lines, that is also not true. Ships are blessed with more restaurants than one would find at a resort hotel. A buffet is just one choice, similar to what many luxury all-inclusive resorts have. Lines to board and disembark the ship, the cruise lines have logistics down pat. From arrival at the pier to being in your cabin is less than 15 minutes, and this includes going through security. The fact that you register beforehand and know your room number is a big advantage over staying at a hotel.
Okay, so some have heard that COVID can easily spread on a cruise ship. Is it true? And, if you would, share your thoughts.
It is not true. Cruise line health and safety protocols represent the strongest actions taken by any industry to address COVID-19. Cruise ships today offer the most highly vaccinated, testing before sailing, and tightly controlled environments for travelers to experience the world. And now the CDC, the Centers of Disease Control, has finally recognized this, and they have officially removed a travel warning for cruising. Cruise protocols continue to prove effective to mitigate the risk of COVID-19 and virtually eliminate severe outcomes.
Even prior to the pandemic, some people were hesitant to take a cruise. How would you address those concerns now?
So this hesitancy has to do with the misconceptions we talked about before. Crowds and not a relaxing experience, if that is what you want. Those were the misconceptions, okay? Health concerns were not an issue. Prior to the pandemic, the cruise industry had just experienced the best 5 years ever. People loved their vacation.
Have safety measures and protocols on cruise ships been effective?
So safety has always been something paramount for the cruise industry. Let me step back and ask you a question. Tell me the last time you walked into a resort or a restaurant and had to go through security. Just knowing everyone in the environment is of great comfort. And then there are the protocols related to health, second to none. Masks are not required. And we talked about the CDC recognizing this. You have a better chance of catching COVID in your local supermarket than on board a ship.
And what's your advice for someone who's looking to take a cruise right now?
Use a professional, use a travel agent. The vacation choices are too vast not to use one. The biggest misconception is that people think they will get a better value by booking directly with the supplier. A professional travel counselor will put you at the right product, ensure that any loyalty program benefits you are entitled to are received, and deliver a better price value than booking directly with that supplier.
Where can we go for more information?
I would call cruises.com or Dream Vacations. They have the most experienced travel counselors in cruising.
Co-CEO of World Travel Holdings, Brad Tolkin, thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you.